Hello everyone, greetings and welcome to your favorite podcast channel. Shalom Ufumairode is my name. Okay, today I want to write another letter to one of the leaders in Delta State, talking about Chief Great Ovedje Ogboru. I'll start by saying that according to the Afro-American historian James Baldwin, history is needed to chart the course for the now and in the future. Chinua Achebe once said, "Until the lion learns to tell his story, the hunter will keep taking the glory." And Bob Marley said again, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery." Dear Chief Great Ogboru, I began to know about you sometimes in the late 90s from my parents, in the sense that you guys have a relationship somehow, somewhere from Abraka. So I took interest in you, also seeing your antecedents, or your efforts towards the growth of Nigeria. And in year 2000, when you came back from England, I saw in you a leader that was ready to toe the line of honesty and integrity, which you have been doing, in quotes. From your struggle in SSRC, South-South Rainbow Coalition, to your journey in the Alliance for Democracy, contesting in elections, serial elections in Delta State. And there was something that I noticed about you. You were consistent in your struggle and you knew what you wanted. You wanted to become the governor. A lot of persons rose through you. The likes of late Senator Pius Ewerido. You gave him a cover and a back to climb on. Even the Senator Ovedje Ogboru came to the Senate under your coverage. Dear Chief Ogboru, age is no longer on your side and you have been an elder statesman. But I'd like you to know that a lot of persons have strong hope, belief, and faith in your cause. However, time and chance has not allowed you to rule Delta State. I'm not talking about whether you won election or not. My concern now is for the good of Deltans. I must say that there are some things that you began to do that, started to look as if you are derailing from the course of humanity. One of such was when we heard that you've left the All Progressive Congress, a party you willingly joined, and you told your supporters to follow you there. That you left it because of a crack, a rancor, a fracas between you and Ovedje Ogboru, the then Deputy Senate President. As a student of politics, when the leader is moving too often from one place to another, followership becomes questionable. Loyalty becomes questionable. Persons begin to ask certain questions that would lead to a revolution. You are an elder statesman, sir. The last election in Delta State, you participated under the All Progressive Grand Alliance. That should be your 5th political party in Delta State, if I'm not making a mistake. SSRC to Alliance for Democracy AD to Democratic People's Party DPP to All Progressive Congress APC, that is 4, to All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA SAR. A lot of your followers drew back because they saw some things that they did not bargain for. Be consistent, but moving from one political party to another political party, no matter your intentions, persons will not want to follow you. It's more like building a house and demolishing it to build another house. We heard that you have returned to the APC. Dear Chief Great Ogboru, I for one, I see you as a father, a leader, and a political mentor. However, my philosophy to politics is that if you are not in the right platform to effect a change, change may become somewhat Herculean or impossible. I also believe that if you must stand alone, you must be consistent in that struggle. Sir, you are no longer a youth, you are an elder. I also heard some weeks ago that you have moved to the new coalition party ADC, African Democratic Congress. Sir, are you contesting for governorship this time around? I like to beg you, also, because war, give power to the youths. Your philosophies, your intentions, all the good things you have for Deltans, transfer to the youths. When the elders in Delta State are talking, you are there. You guys should have a consensus, and it's high time we got it right in leadership in Delta State. In 2027, we are not going to vote in loyalty. We will vote workings. We will vote transparency. We will vote integrity and its paraphernalia. Dear Chief Great Ogboru, this is an open call to you, sir. There is a time for everything. Your generation has ruled Delta State for too long. It is time for young and fresh blood to take over. It looks more like Delta State and Nigeria as a whole is doomed to always have a gerontocratic government. It is time for the youths to take over power. And someone like you, sir, you have a role to play as a senior man, an elder, and you can advise. You are not close to the government because you are no longer at loggerheads with them. I mean the government of Delta State. So those are your policies that you had in mind. Sell it to the government. Sell it to the governor so that we can see economic development and stride in the country and in the state. As I've said, I want to see that Delta State resources is used in the appropriate quarters. We are not a begging state. As I've always been saying, the highest federal allocation to state comes to Delta State. The highest producer of oil in Nigeria is Delta State. All this money What are they being used for? We don't want only infrastructure development. We want economic development. Security should be attended to. Insecurity cannot come with development. I remember during the last election, sir, when Arise TV came for a debate, you said that you don't support certain things like state police because it would have a fiat. So, sir, those your policies, kindly sell it to the governor, who is now your friend, and we hope that the state will become better. Thank you very much.